Back to the daily grind, and shout out to the full-time patrons. Make sure to hit subscribe if you're new and hit thumbs up if you're not a baby back bagel biting bitch boy, cause you know what time it is. It's full time.
MMA.
Colby Covington will be facing Rafael dos Anjos at UFC 225, and ahead of his fight, he's claiming that his former roommate Jon Jones has been doing steroids and other drugs since college. Talk about snitching, but this is nothing new with Colby Covington. Holy smokes, if you didn't know, Colby Covington and Jon Jones used to be roommates back in college. Colby Covington's told a lot about those days. He said they used to like beat up people. You guys would have to look into it, but Colby Covington has talked about they used to like beat up college guys, like not maliciously, I guess, like, you know, it wasn't like they went out looking for problems to beat up guys they could beat up, but you know how it is in college, motherfucking, you're on the wrestling team or whatever, you guys have the dorm, and people like to come over, people are partying, they want to test your gangster, whatever it is. Colby Covington and Jon Jones may have to have had slapped a couple bitches back in the day. But now they've went their separate ways. Jon Jones has become the UFC's light heavyweight champion and arguably one of the greatest fighters of all time. But he's had these setbacks. He's failed drug tests. He's had the hit and run incident. He's been stripped of his title. And now Colby Covington is coming out and, you know, talking about this isn't new with Jon Jones. This is what he had to say. He started doing steroids and always freaking had roid rage. He'd come home and he'd yell at me like, "Oh, what the fuck are you doing, Colby? Do the dishes." And he would just like freak out, or I would see this roid rage in his eyes and I would just be like, "What's your deal, man?" Because he was wrestling at 197 pounds. He was a national champion junior college, and he was trying to move up and go to heavyweight. So he thought he had to do a cycle of roids, and I just lost a lot of respect for him. Colby Covington really does, you know, he's got an eye for roid rage. He said the same thing about Fabricio Verdum. He said whenever he attacked me, and now keep in mind, he doesn't say this until after they pop, right? After Fabricio Verdum failed his USADA drug test, oh yeah, I could see the roid rage in his eyes back when he was throwing that boomerang at my dome. Now Jon Jones, he's failed his steroid testing. Oh yeah, man, I knew he was on steroids back in the day. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like he's coming out and breaking this news. Like, I want to see who else. This is what I want to know, Colby Covington. If you want me to take you serious when you're talking about Jon Jones and the roid rage in people's eyes, come out and tell me, whose eyes do you see the roid rage in before they pop by USADA? We all can come out and say, oh yeah, man, I saw the roid rage in his eyes, you know, now that he failed a USADA drug test. But until you do it before the test, you're kind of just coming out and talking trash and kicking someone while they're down. But hey, not surprising from Colby Covington, the UFC's most hated fighter, #1 asshole. We could go into the list of people he's pissed off, and I'm sure if he's able to find success in his fight versus Rafael dos Anjos, which a lot of people are hoping he doesn't, but I'm sure he's going to be pissing off even more people after that. Hell, even if he gets folded by Rafael dos Anjos and loses the fight, he's probably still going to talk trash. Who knows, man? It's Colby Covington, the UFC's bad guy now, fighting for an interim strap at UFC 225. He's taking on Rafael dos Anjos, a former lightweight champion. It's going to be a good fight, man, and whoever wins the fight, I'm sure we're going to hear a lot afterward, because it's one of the fights most people are excited for because they want to see Colby Covington lose. But the thing is, if he loses, everyone's going to be happy. If he wins, we still got to see what he says in that post-fight speech. So with that being said, it is what it is. Colby Covington's coming out and bashing his former teammate Jon Jones. I'm sure Jon Jones will potentially respond. Him and Colby Covington have got into it before on social media and stuff like that. But Joe Rogan has said, yo, he's telling all this shit about Jon Jones. What happens when you're face-to-face with Jon Jones, right? Jon Jones can literally kick your ass, and that's where Colby Covington and Joe Rogan's beef came into play. Because all Joe Rogan was saying was, yo, watch your mouth when you're talking about Jon Jones, because he's somebody that can literally kick your ass. And then Colby responded, well, hey, watch your ass when you're talking about me, because I can kick your ass. You know, so why are you speaking on me talking about Jon Jones? But I'm sure if Jon Jones and Colby Covington ever came face to face after Colby Covington said this shit, if Jon Jones confronted him, you guys know what's coming next. Bloop! The motherfucking police. It is what it is, man. It's Colby Covington we're talking about. So with that being said, it is what it is. Let the full-time family know what you think in the comments. I'm out. And as always, thanks for checking out this video. If you want to join the notification gang, make sure you hit subscribe and also hit the bell next to it so you're notified every time I upload a video. And if you want to help this channel reach its full potential, consider hitting the PayPal link in the description or going to patreon.com/fulltimemma and becoming a patron. I'm out.
This is #1 bullshit.